Hey guys, I'm in my shop in the basement, and today's project is to make a small table for a sculpture that's going up in a couple weeks. So I'm gonna take that little journey with you. So here's the mechanical drawing. The piece that's going to be on top of the table is this amazing vintage cash register. It weighs about 41 pounds. I modified the design a little bit. I was going to use these corner braces to make it square and stable, but the register is so heavy that I'm actually going to make a little 3-inch tall apron up there instead. So that's the project. I'm going to start by cutting out the plywood for the tabletop. That's the template. I just traced the bottom of the register and I made a cut list. It's right there. The tabletop is going to be birch ply and the legs are going to be pine. So yeah, let's get started. Take care of your lungs. Let's do it. So this part of the video is speeded up 10 times. I'm actually moving very slowly. It's kind of deceptive, when you're showing working with power tools. Good safety practices always. My shop in the basement is on the small side, and the way I kind of work with that is by having my tools fairly small and portable so I can swap out one and swap in the other. That works pretty well, and I just try and do a good job of keeping the shop relatively organized and clean. That was the apron right there. Done. Actually, we cut out the top as well. All right, let's do the legs. Shout out to my high school shop teacher, Mr. Orloff, who taught me mechanical drawing and let me build an air hockey game in his shop class senior year. Next, I'm going to cut the pieces for the base. I'm going to show you what that looks like. I'm just going to make a kind of grid that sits at the very bottom of the table, and it's going to be screwed in all the way around. And then there's going to be two weights, like weightlifting weight discs, that just hold it steady and level, and there will be dirt on top of all of that. So it just looks like it's coming up out of the ground. So these four pieces are the same dimensions, the same length as the pieces I cut for the apron. So I'm going to cut those four pieces right now. I learned carpentry from a lot of people in my family. My dad was actually a carpenter and a handyman. My mom was an art teacher and always finding and refinishing furniture. My stepfather can pretty much build or fix anything. My grandfather was a painter and he was always chopping wood and doing things with objects. My uncle is a contractor and a handyman, so lots of good influences there. And then cutting will be done. And then I can have a sandwich. And then I can start assembling this thing.